What's up, guys? Stefan, S&E's Garage. Today, we're gonna fix our leather seats flapper. Alright guys, like the intro says, we went ahead and we purchased a brand new leather bottom here for this seat, and it installs just like the OEM seat cover. We decided not to do anything with the side just because this is a flip. This is not something I am keeping, and we just want it to show nice. So this has some moderate bolster wear here, but it's not anywhere near as ripped as this is. So we're gonna go ahead, pull all the trim off of this seat. We're gonna disconnect our switches here. We're gonna flip it around. We're gonna do some work back here. We're gonna go ahead and get this seat cover off. So let's set you up on the tripod and let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here is go ahead and remove this Phillips head screwdriver. So this Phillips head screw that holds this front trim piece in. We're actually going to put that right in this cup here. And then this, you just have to kind of work back and forth. Should disconnect here from this like so. Here you'll see that's all it's held in with. We got that out. Now we'll spin the seat around. There's going to be a Phillips head here that we have to get out. So let's go ahead. Pull that out. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. Now back here on the back side of the seat, to get this trim panel off, there is a little push pin, a little button. We're going to go ahead, use a flat blade screwdriver. And work it out. Let me see if I have something else that'll work a little better. So the easiest way that I found to remove this is just get your flat blade behind it and pry it out like this. And now it is disconnected here from the trim panel. We'll go ahead and put it with our other screws right up front. Okay, let's turn you to the side. We're going to come over here. We're going to check for any other fasteners. I don't actually see any, so we're going to give it a quick pop like that, disengage the clips, same thing, disengage, and then all we have to do here is unplug our seat switch, like so. Okay, and we're going to get this panel out of our way as well. We have one more panel here we're going to want to remove. Not really sure if we have to, but we're going to just because why not? So we're going to do the same thing. Get this pin out of the way. We're going to put it with the rest of our hardware. And then again, one quick yank. I'm lying to you. We got a screw right here, Phillips head. Let's get that out. Good thing I caught that. That would have been good. Alright. Put that with the rest of our hardware. And now, it comes right off. So now what you're going to want to do with your screwdriver is along this whole cushion, there's going to be these little clips that connect to these black bars. And you're just going to want to work them out. Like so. So you'll see this is what they look like. We just need to disengage them from these bars here. So we're just going to go around the whole seat. If you want to look at your new cushion will show you everywhere that they're supposed to be. So we're just going to, off camera, go ahead, unclip all of these, and then we're going to pull the cushion off. Alright guys, so when you get to the area on the front of the seat, you're going to come up to this module here that's in our way. So all we are going to do is unscrew the mounts for this module here. There's 2 screws, one on either side. And we're just going to move this module temporarily out of our way so that we can take care of these seat clips here that you see. So we'll just try to work these out as well. I'll just do this off camera and then we'll pull the seat off together, the cushion. Alright guys, so we're at a point here where we're starting to disconnect this cushion from the seat, but you'll see that it's actually held in with little what's called hog rings. So I actually need to order some hog rings and some hog ring pliers, but what you need to do is come in here very gently and just cut the hog rings with a pair of cutting dikes as you remove this cushion. Now I'll show you. This is what the hog ring looks like. I just got to back you guys up or move the seat. Let's move the seat forward a little bit so I have some room here to work. That's more or less what we're doing now, is cutting this cushion out of the seat, or cutting this cover out of the cushion. Okay, and this is very, very tedious, so we're going to go on this side, do the same thing, but you get the drill. Now it is worth mentioning that while you're cutting these hog rings out, be careful for your heated seat grid. That is what this is. This is the grid that heats your seat, so just be mindful not to accidentally cut or damage that, because it is kind of close in certain spots. But we're just snipping away here and working at freeing this cushion here from the seat. One hog ring at a time. Alright, so back here, this flap was just over here like this. We pulled it down. There's going to be several hog rings here. We're going to cut these off. Snip, 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 and snip. And that should free this up. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to do here is this harness here is going into this seat cushion. So we're going to go ahead, we already disconnected this wire and this wire here. We're just going to disconnect the rest of these safety clips here and pull this whole cushion out. And here we have the old seat bottom. We have our cushion right here, and we have our new seat bottom there. Like I said, we don't have any hog rings. I'm going to see just how this fits on that cushion without the hog rings. If I can get away with it, I won't use them. I'll just slap it back together, but let's see how it looks. If I'm not happy with it, I'll order what I need to order. So let's throw it on real quick. Alright guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm actually reusing these old hog rings. And I don't have all of them because some of them I had to, damage pretty good to get them to disengage. So this isn't going to look perfect, but it's going to keep the pipes down into the cushion. And I think it'll serve its purpose. So we're just going to go ahead, go around the seat and, get these hog rings in. And then we will take it from there, basically. That's kind of our plan. Alright guys, so this is our finished product here. We used a couple hog rings here, a couple here, and then a couple down these seams. Now, I am not by any means a professional upholsterer, so this is as good as it's going to get. And it's 10 times better than the ripped one that was on there. So now we're just going to go ahead and install it back on the seat bottom. Alright guys, so this thing is aftermarket. Keep that in mind. It does not fit perfect. This is a 230,000 mile car. It's not going to look perfect. but it looks 100 times better than the ripped one that was on there. And we did have to make some modifications to these clips here in order to get this to sit right, but you'll see it is on. It looks pretty damn good. We're just gonna go ahead and do our final little tuck in, and then we're gonna flip the seat back on its bottom. You'll see we went ahead and plugged in the connectors for the seat heater and everything to get that all back in working order. So we're gonna flip it back up right. We're gonna put you know, all the panels, the switches, everything back on, and we're gonna go throw it in the car. All right, guys, so here's our finished product. We have all of our seat trim installed. Like I said, it's not perfect. After this heats up a little bit in the sun, this will stretch. This will look a lot better. But it is 100 times better than the ripped cushion that was in there. You could definitely tell it's been replaced, you know, because this is rather weathered and this is nice and not weathered. So let's get it in the car and see how it looks. All right, guys, here we have the seat back in the car. You'll see looks 10 times better than the ripped one that was in there, and I think this is going to increase the value of this car quite a bit. We did get in here and kind of clean it up a little bit, and it actually looks really good. So this week we're going to get these tires put on, get the front end aligned, and detail it, sell it. So let's see what happens. If this video interests you or it helped you redo the seats in your car, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.